African Union Commission.
Yes.
Which you head the economic development, trade, industry, tourism, and minerals.
Yes, please.
Now, this program is for the entire continent of Africa. And as you know, African Union Commission is emanating from the original Organization of African Unity.
Yes.
What we want you to help us, for the majority of young people in Africa, what is the difference between OAU and the African Union Commission? What has really changed in terms of both structures, systems, and if you like, the whole corporate, identity of the two?
When our countries got independent, the first realization was that we needed to get together as Africa. And hence the spirit of Pan-Africanism, and hence the idea to come up with a continental institution to promote African unity. And hence, the Organization of African Unity was brought into existence.
Right.
And at that time, quite a number of our countries were still under colonial rule. So there's a strong commitment in the purposes of the Organization of African Unity to facilitate the decolonization process throughout the continent. Then when the OAU was being formed, although it did not enter into the documents, a lot of visionary statements were made by the leaders that at some stage we needed to create an African common market.
Right.
And hence the spirit now to come up with the Constitutive Act of the African Union, which focuses more on a deeper economic, political, and social integration across Africa, and which also commits Africa to pursue goals focused on democratization of African society.
Right.
So we are moving from an organization to an intergovernmental organization, right, that is focused on decolonization and trying to bring us closer through united action, right, to an organization now that is more focused on a deeper economic integration. If you look at the objectives and the purposes of the OAU, the purposes were very, 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 very limited. About 7 of them.
Right.
I have them here. Right. Actually, 5 of them. The purposes under Article 2 of the OAU Charter.
Right.
Now, when you come to the Constitutive Act of the African Union, right, you've got objectives, right, and there are about 14 of them, 14, which means expanded focus. And one of the key issues there is to bring the African people closer to the African Union so that they should also participate in the affairs of the African Union. So we are moving from general unit to closer cooperation and integration.